Al, like, I'm really not trying to hate on him. Like, some people are just more boring than other people.
She's one of those people that goes to the museum and they see the big white canvas and they're like, oh my God. I feel so emotional. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Memory Ash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch. Look, I got my shirt. It's Mitch's Seafood.
Which is a real location in San Diego, so if you're ever down there, it was good, right?
You liked it? Yeah, it was on the waterfront, and they had good seafood.
They make their own hot sauce, too, right?
Yeah. I think I brought a hot sauce home. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Mitch's Seafood.
Yeah, shout out Mitch's Seafood San Diego, if you're on the West Coast. Today, we are watching the final episode of the first set of Love is Blind Season 6, Episode 6.
Yeah.
That was dramatic, right?
That was so dramatic.
Okay.
It was a very long way of saying we're watching Season 6, Episode 6, Love is Blind.
Well, this is the first full episode in the Honeymoon, and I've heard one person made a comment saying, I can't wait to hear what you say about the Honeymoon episode.
Oh no.
Or whatever. So something like that. But like the implication from everybody is it pops off today. And it gets bad. And this is where I'm hearing people say things like the only couple they really like are like Johnny and Amy, you know, like
I could see
those
that,
kinds
though.
of like statements make me wonder about every single couple here. And we were talking off screen, they foreshadow stuff left and right.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
for
wondering
sure.
how much of it, sometimes it's a red herring, and oftentimes they're like, this is going to be a problem.
You know, it's funny because I was actually reading about, so apparently Chelsea's getting all kinds of hate for like
Yeah.
the Megan Fox comparison, which I actually feel really bad about because although we've made fun of the situation, it's
not
like,
really her bad.
It's not, and it's
Yeah.
not the end of the world. Like, this is a reality TV
Yeah.
show. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? And the real problem is that Jimmy is so superficial that
He's
matters.
attached to it more than her ever even using that.
Exactly.
A lot of us have been like, what is your lookalike? You're not, you
Yeah.
don't look like the person, but the closest maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So like she just gave what
She
other
played
people
into
said.
it.
Like
Yeah.
it's fine, right? But
Were you going to follow that up?
yeah.
You forgot? Mm-hmm. Okay. One thing I just heard recently is some people are worried that Trevor is going to be an awful person because they say Love is Blind has a reputation of making the nice guys like have a scrubbed image and they end up being like completely horrible later on. So some people are worried about that.
But then like what would his even like how? Because he's not even on the show. Like he didn't end up engaged. So
Sometimes
how is he going to be a bad person?
And on like the meetups and stuff, and then they like blow up or something.
It's hard because you see the snippet of these people, and it's really not the whole thing.
It never is.
And then the show. Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Erratic brain.
Sorry. So Chelsea was saying like the show is like heavily edited, right?
It absolutely is.
And of course it is. And a lot of that though is like I don't necessarily think to give any one person a good or a bad edit, but what you're talking about, the foreshadowing piece. So
and for drama. They edit for
Right.
drama and they edit for foreshadowing.
yeah, because and it obviously is becoming an issue, the Megan Fox thing becomes an issue, then they want to make sure that they're including clips that allows us to say, oh, yeah, like, you know, I remember when they talked about that.
Well, with Matt, they foreshadowed that he was an asshole.
Yeah, they did.
You know, with Clay, they foreshadowed that he's a little superficial about appearance, as is Jimmy. With Kenneth and Brittany,
Yeah.
they foreshadowed that there could be some issue around race.
Yeah.
So they're putting it out there for us, and it's whether or not it comes true. Because sometimes if a relationship isn't interesting enough, I think they like this might be a problem, and then it ends up actually being nothing.
Not a problem.
They do that at least with like it seems like a couple of seasons.
Right.
So that is what I hope for some of these people.
Yeah.
But otherwise, almost every couple has a foreshadowed like disaster of some sort.
Right. All right, well, let's just watch it because I'm very excited and
I want to say one thing.
What?
Like we're just getting tons.
Finger.
tons of like super nice comments.
that's true.
And like it's just like I keep saying how tired I am and like I'm having a ton of fun, but I've been working a lot to get the stuff out, and I see all these comments flood in when I post the videos, and I'm like, it just makes my heart warm, and it allows me to work most of every day for a huge stretch without being too like worried about it because like people are responding well to it. So I just want to say like thank you to like everybody for like saying things, hitting the like button, like subbing.
Yeah.
But like the comments just like make my day, honestly.
It's so sweet. It's
I'm
been
always
so
like,
nice.
check out this one. And in the background, what I'm cutting out, us filming is sometimes between in like commercial takes or whatever, I'll be scrolling through and I'll be like, oh, check out this comment. Like, it's just like, it's really
nice.
it's really sweet. It makes it worth it.
I like the like gentle ribbing joking ones too. Like those are really great.
Yeah, we can take a little bit of heat.
Yeah, we can take it mostly. I mean, I am very sensitive. You really don't know what I can or can't take.
That's why I said a little bit of heat.
Tiniest amount.
Yeah. Should we get into it then?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
We had a fun time last night. The physical connection is 11 out of 10. I will say that.
Oh, okay. Johnny and Amy they're
A lot
fine.
of chemistry. That's nice.
With our glasses on.
The Geek Squad. We are the Geek
true
Squad.
reveal.
I know, the true reveal.
I like them in their glasses. Look at them.
Oh, they do. They look really
adorable.
good in their glasses. Like, some people pull off glasses. Like,
They both pull them off
Yeah.
really good. I love his clear frames.
yeah. Those have been in lately, and I feel like he does a good job
I
with
don't
those.
feel like I could pull off clear frames. Every
Yeah.
time I see them on someone, I'm like, dang, those look good.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I could do it.
I will say, what a handsome couple.
They put a filter on this. The other people were just like on their crappy phones. They didn't care, and these people are like, they're on their phone and they're like, oh, better filter that before we send it to production.
Yeah,
I
for
feel like
real.
there's like some editing on this one.
Not us being just giggly all the time. How was our first?
He just loves to curl up in the blankets.
You're right. It's like a safety thing, you know?
He
Yeah.
likes to be cozy.
I get it. I like blankets.
Same.
What happened? Did you leave it at Walmart at Wally World?
Why would you leave a toenail at Walmart?
Is that a dad joke? I'm confused.
Like, is there like an inside joke
I
that
don't
they have
know.
with
Yeah.
Walmart? Because
I feel like we're morphing into one slowly.
That's pretty quickly, actually.
that was very quick.
They do seem really cute.
They do.
Like, I couldn't not be on cloud nine.
Yeah. And you have your person, like...
She looks a lot younger here for some reason.
Yeah,
Was
there's
it,
like
the pod lighting or something made her look older.
Or is it the way she was doing herself up or something? It could be
Maybe.
any combination of things, but I agree with you. Yeah.
Like, she looks like 24 here.
Yeah.
Check you out, y'all. Check her out.
I think she was having like power dresses and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you're in like the
Yeah.
right dress and you're all completely done up to the nines. You look like you're going to like a business meeting almost.
Right.
I could just stand out in the backyard with just like a cigar,
She looks like she's getting a little burnt.
a big old like lumberjack hat, and just
She
like
looks
shoot bow and
cute as hell right now.
No, she looks cute, but like two super pale people in the sun in the Dominican
That's
Republic,
true.
like
Not enough sunscreen.
layer on once an hour, probably at that point, if it's that sunny.
I cannot.
big dad energy.
You're so corny.
I know.
I mean, you approach 30 and
You hit a certain
You
age,
just
you
start-
just
yeah.
become corny.
yeah.
Or like dancing around in the room, or like
The fact that you just like don't.
Their connection, I just don't feel like exists. It's weird to me.
agree. But I felt that way about with him and anybody. And honestly, at this point with her,
I don't like watching these people. Like, they're boring to me.
All that's on the on the con.
listen, they
Like, look
stay.
Their banter isn't even that good.
I
Like, what am I
know.
watching right now?
it doesn't feel like talk about weird crap or like go in deep, you know?
Right.
Like, you have Hawaiian shirts, help me fix the fence, like
Is there anything that like you're like you can't do that anymore?
make out with other people. Like, you shouldn't really have a whole lot of things unless you're in an open
Right.
relationship too. Like,
Because even coming in and being like, don't dress like that is like kind of not great for
That's
a
garbage.
relationship.
Yeah.
I don't even count calories.
I know you don't.
I've never counted calories.
Okay, well,
He's
good
young
for
still.
you, Clay.
give him until that's where they're always like, I don't count calories, and he's
Man.
gonna hit 37,
You trying
and
to
then
make
he's
us
gonna
all
like,
hate him? Jeez.
I wouldn't even let you get, like, out of shape.
You wouldn't let her get out of shape?
Oh my god.
How about AD, get in that motherfucking gym?
Wow.
Me like that.
I would say
That's
if
crazy,
you
Clay.
were,
That is crazy. It's so rude.
you would be determined to go if I said it that way.
What the
Wow.
hell?
I'd be determined to leave him if he said it that
This
way.
guy needs to get his ass dumped. He's bad.
Right.
Like,
That is mean.
it is mean. Oh my god.
What an asshole.
Tough, AD, but like, are good trainers easy on you?
Yeah, but
Is
your
he a
husband
trainer or
isn't
something?
supposed to be a trainer.
He's not a trainer.
It's like if you're a teacher, you're not supposed to treat your wife like a student.
yeah, right, dude?
Like, no.
I need you to go to jail with me.
No.
I love her ability to just be like, this is bullshit, and the way you're talking is garbage, because she's so confident and she's dealt with enough assholes that she's laughing at it because of how ridiculous it is.
And she's telling him how hard it is that she works for the physique that she has.
My delivery could be better, and I'll work on that, honestly. I will.
It's not just delivery. It's
No,
attitude.
it's
perspective.
It's the way he's seeing it and the way he's not respecting how much work she's putting into that.
Is like so sexy to me.
I honestly don't even know why she's continuing to put up with some of this crap.
She just told him she's going to get him in therapy.
Honestly, he probably needs it.
It's kind of like you were chasing a man to love you that, just was not there, then he passed. It's like, you're trying to, it's like almost a void,
No, for sure.
There's things with Clay where I wish he weren't an asshole when it comes to physical appearance, because I feel like when it comes to some of that emotional stuff, he's almost there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know he's got some work to do. He probably could use some therapy, but he seems like he's almost there. He wants to be,
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the physical, he's unapologetically kind of awful about you need to be in shape. I'm going to tell you to get out there. That's a bad attitude.
Well, it's different if he's approaching it from the perspective of I want to make sure you're healthy. I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
I'll be there for you. I'll go with you, I'll support you after you have kids. But she's right. It's not going to be her first priority when they have kids is not going to be staying in perfect shape.
You can have a couple extra pounds and be fitter than maybe he probably works out a lot too, the way he's talking, but you could be fitter than somebody who's skinnier than you because you work out more, you have more flexibility, you have better cardiovascular health. You know what I mean? There's a certain point where maybe that's not true, but he seems very concerned about the physical appearance more than he does about the fitness.
Yeah.
I chose you, and that's why I'm here, for you to show me the way and just always love me for who I actually am.
To me too, it's fine if she has a standard aesthetically of what she wants to look like and she wants to work for that, but to have your partner impose that on you feels rough.
Absolutely.
His personality makes him 10 times cuter.
Jimmy's personality makes him 10 times cuter?
What personality?
Right. Are they leaving stuff out? I'm really not trying to hate on him. Some people are just more boring than other people.
She's one of those people that goes to the museum and they see the big white canvas and they're like, oh my God. I feel so emotional.
I have two.
Do you have a type that you typically go for?
Oh, what's her type?
Big and muscular.
So you got a lot of buff exes.
Trevor.
Anything about me that you're kind of apprehensive about?
It's smooth as butter.
I hope this maintains.
He's saying all the right things right now.
He is. It's after the first time they got to the Dominican Republic, he was garbage. The way he was talking was trash, but now he's kind of being nice, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll give it to him because he's doing it. You don't have to take all of his W's away from him.
Or a tattoo? Not a single tattoo?
No.
Wow.
I find that surprising.
That is very surprising. How many people has he dated?
Maybe he hasn't dated very many, but I feel like tons of people have tattoos right now.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess in the Pacific Northwest, you couldn't date somebody without a tattoo.
It's strange that I don't have a tattoo.
Yeah.
Although, at my work, we had that question and nobody has a tattoo at work.
That's
Not one person I work with.
It's regional. It's definitely regional.
Yeah. Versus out here, everybody has them.
Yeah.
I want you to know I love her.
How do you feel about telling your people?
I think all my friends, they'll definitely be really shocked.
She's got completely, in my book, basic piercings and tattoos. Nothing there is at all oh my gosh.
But like you're saying, regionally, tattoos are, because she does have a half sleeve.
And they're East Coast, Carolina or something, right? And maybe that's that's a little bit more religious, a little bit more old school or whatever, however you want to frame that. Traditional maybe.
But also her having her belly button pierced, no one really needs to know.
Yeah, right? Unless she's wearing a shirt that shows her belly button, in which case you could just observe it.
Right.
Her belly button's pierced, who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. It's really no one's business. If someone was introducing me to their new partner and they were like, she has her nipples pierced, I would be like, TMI.
That's TMI.
No thank you.
Because it's not something you're ever going to see.
No.
Yeah.
I've been cheated on a lot about stupid things, especially with my job. Trust is huge.
Oh yeah, she'll be a WAG flight attendant.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you're 1,000%.
You notice how people on the show keep on saying 1,000% because everybody nowadays says 100%, 100%. Right. So now it's 1,000%, which doesn't make any sense.
Kick it up,
right?
I'm excited to see the dynamic of Clay and AD.
Oh, this is where they meet everybody else.
So at they may have, wow, she looks incredible. Like, okay. I can't right now.
He's over there talking about, like, telling her to go to the gym. Like,
dude.
You kidding me?
They are cute together.
I see you, my G.
I feel like Clay has the perfect Dominican Republic shirt. You know,
He
beach
does.
vacation,
Yes.
like with the slight holes in it, like it's like a linen blend or something.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we pull up a chair?
You want to share? You good?
He's so attentive.
Oh, Kenneth. That makes perfect sense.
Kenneth is a catch.
Checking in, getting her a chair. That's so sweet.
He's a good partner.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot for me to not like Kenneth.
I know.
Like,
I said no more glasses, no more Hawaiian shirts, and Mama's in it. Mama's slipping and sliding all over.
I don't need that. I don't need that visual.
Slip and slide. Those injure people all the time. Maybe not the best analogy.
Just like Volkswagen.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want my coworkers to
I
see
know,
this. I have to go back to work.
That is, you rarely see people do stuff like that on the
Yeah.
show. And she was like, yo, people work for me. Like, I don't want to be like, his dick.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Which I get. I mean, I don't
If you're in
anymore, but
management,
yeah.
people need to
for
see
sure.
you and like you're in a position where they need to like have respect for you. It
Yep.
would be tough to go on
Yeah.
a show like this.
I love that. I love that. Listen, I wanted to jump on his boat. I did feel his wiener.
They're getting really direct with this season, huh?
So direct.
Why has everybody got like a... Or does everybody just say that? Does everybody just say that their partner's dick is huge? Or is there like a size requirement to get on the show? Like, you gotta get it measured first?
Test everyone. They're like, no.
No,
Too
you're
small.
out.
I feel you.
Everything was natural for me.
Really?
Natural?
Really.
Every bit of it.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Every bit of it is not true, Jimmy.
That my relationship is smoother than anybody's.
Is he just putting up a front?
What?
Like, why do you need to compare yourself to other people?
Everything's good with AD?
Everything's good.
She gets you?
She got me.
Jimmy has the rockiest relationship, regardless of what he's saying. Not that it's that rocky yet, but...
None of it is really rocky.
None
so
of them are
far.
super rocky. Yeah, but like Jimmy's not the best relationship there. He like pissed her off multiple times already or made her feel bad.
What do you say about me?
All good things.
Good stuff?
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, something's got to break on this party.
The boys.
They're good. That woman is absolutely stacked.
AD. Let's talk about AD. Yeah.
AD! Hey, how you get a butt like that? Squats and Jesus, girl.
Squats and Jesus.
Her body's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even... I wouldn't think it would be rude of any of the guys to say that because it's just obvious.
Yeah.
And then she's wearing a dress that very much flaunts it.
Yeah.
I didn't take it offensive.
I said it in the most respectful way, so.
He's feeling weird, even though she didn't actually get that weird about it.
Oh, he didn't. It was
Okay.
just meant for the two of them. He didn't want her to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't. That's all.
She's like, I'm used.
I'm used to being objectified.
Yeah.
Not the way I wouldn't be saying that.
You're fine.
Chelsea has nothing but good things to say about you.
Love her, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he getting weird here, or is he trying to be like, I'm not trying to objectify you kind of thing?
Clay is a lot.
What the heck's going on here?
I don't know.
I bet you none of these dudes notice at all.
I peed
Hey.
like right off rip. I was like, oh, you
Hey, I feel good, look good, feel good, play good.
I want to puke.
Are they being weird? Are AD and Jimmy being weird?
This is starting to feel a little strange to me.
Is Jimmy being weird? Is he flirting with her right now? What's happening?
Like, your lady's leaving. Like, I don't think that was weird at first.
Yeah, AD, like you
Yeah.
are looking good. Like how you get
Yeah,
butt
it wasn't
like that?
weird.
Like, called it out. Yeah.
She was very playful with it and non-threatened.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like see Jimmy like turning AD around like with her hand and like looking at her body. I don't know. And then after like that.
They didn't really show all that, but
No,
I think
they
they may have,
didn't.
like, at the back end of it. He's like, do a twirl for me, kind of.
He did seem like overly like flirtatious with her. I never got the impression that AD and Jimmy were like into each other though.
Or that AD would even be into Jimmy.
But I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to question. Yeah, no.
She's been cheated on, right?
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
So whereas she played it cool at first, it got weird, and now he's still over there chatting up AD as she was getting a drink, sitting at
Yeah.
the bar, not included in the conversation, and then sort of just walked away, and he's like, You know, I know everybody's talking to everybody, but I think there's an element where it could be like, hey, babe, come over here. Like let's talk to AD.
I think though, so he had said, I'm not trying to defend Jimmy. I feel like I'm defending Jimmy, but I could see why she is uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like, I understand that. But I could see why he said it never been an issue in his relationships, why he doesn't really know what to do to make her comfortable. Because if he hasn't experienced that, then he wouldn't maybe think...
Everything is perfect right now in my relationship.
Yeah, see, he's saying everything's great. I really don't.
Which is not exactly what she was saying with Clay. She's like, you know, Clay's a lot to handle. So, and it's true that if you saw what was happening, she's really just being honest more than she is like being super shitty with her. He's saying, my relationship's perfect. I hear what you're saying. There could be an element where he's like, I've never cheated on anybody. I'm never going to cheat on anybody.
Yeah.
And this isn't like that. He's just chatting with somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he did comment on her appearance beforehand, which is not the best form.
Right.
Maybe. But, you know.
Like, look at him. He's so damn good looking.
He's commenting on Clay, too, though. I just think it's a little alcohol.
I hear that.
I really don't think he's being bad at all. Like, I think she's really sensitive. And, yeah, he's doing it more because he, like, objectified her, and then he felt bad, I think. And they're both a little toasted, right?
That wasn't Shayna and Shane.
No.
Shayna and Shane were like I each other constantly. There he was like, yo, your man is super good looking.
Yes.
That's awesome. My relationship is perfect.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
that
he
is,
didn't
like,
do anything wrong
weirdly
there.
defending Jimmy right now.
Good.
Phenomenal.
He's just a little drunk, too. They're a little drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Well, that sucks because I didn't make either one of y'all's.
Why is she upset right now?
She's getting triggered.
Yeah. The conversation with
I'm
AD.
the most happy here. He's trying to, and yeah.
Oh, he's really not being bad. He's being good Jimmy.
He's actually being decent Jimmy here. He's being like he's like a bit of a social butterfly is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And she's insecure right now, and he's tried to check in with her right there. She's kind of cold shouldering him. He should be having a sidebar with her at this point though.
She's clearly having like emotions though. Like she's clearly having that like well up, and like maybe doesn't even know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
What up? Huh? Look at this. Look at this, man. Look, it's giving. It's giving. Black excellence. You know what I mean? Look at it. It's giving.
Oh.
How's it going though?
You can tell too, like Clay clearly is not threatened at all, and he's unbothered by the fact that like AD looks amazing and is talking to other people.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what, you and Kenneth, you chat. I'll just be right over here. Like he just like made room for Kenneth to like chat.
So what's going on with that?
You know what? We each other is like person.
What's going on with that? Feels like a little shady. Is that a little shady?
Like her?
Don't. She's a first. She's a first.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's a community thing there, though, where it's like...
But, like, AD knew that Matthew was white and almost went
true.
with him. So I don't think that it's like...
Oh, but she is asking
shady.
And sometimes it's like, ugh, it's too much. What do you need? What do you need? Yeah.
Life is gonna life.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? I want to be like so 100 with you.
Yeah.
When y'all get married, she's gonna have to raise black children.
Yeah.
It's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's being so supportive.
She's being like, she is like, I mean, they're both like talking about, and that's some heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is heavy.
Like, let her ride for you.
I have a lot of love for her.
God, AD is so perfect.
Yeah, right?
Jeez, dude.
She has an intensity.
Jeez.
But she hits right to the core,
like,
man.
I'm getting choked up.
I know,
she was,
man.
like, so there for Kenneth just now.
I know.
Jeez.
I know. Them communicating was awesome. I like both of them a ton.
It was so supportive and kind, but then also, like, getting at something that is going to be an issue for them when they get back to real life.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to have to deal with that, and it's going to be, I'm sure, like, hard for both of them.
Yeah.
She's taught me about, what is it, bean dip?
What's bean dip? What the hell is bean dip?
She told me to do it to you, and I was like, I'm gonna get canceled.
What is bean dip? What is this?
Really? It's like this titty smack. Like a titty smack. She smacked the on my titties.
What?
I mean, what?
She told you to do that to who?
You.
That's
and I'm
so
like, what?
What's
wrong with you?
That is...
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's like...
Don't do... Yeah, Clay is right. Don't do that, Jeremy.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's...
Yeah, absolutely. What is wrong with Laura?
What did you say?
We can't.
Who did you offend?
Thank you, baby. Probably AD.
Did you talk to
No, you
me?
offended me. You offended me.
Oh, I offended Clay?
What did it say, Bean what?
Like, that is like...
Don't just.
That's a crazy terminology.
Yeah, it is
That's
crazy terminology.
I respect
Don't do
for
that.
Clay right now.
Shit, and then get himself in trouble.
I'm not in trouble. I'm fine.
Well, he didn't do crap. He's not in
He
trouble.
didn't do
You're in trouble,
anything.
Laura.
What is happening?
Man, that makes me really not like Laura.
These men. Trying to make something out of nothing. I mean, what's the up?
No, it's not really a joke.
I need Clay to fucking relax.
Hold on, not relax.
No.
Yeah, but as a joke.
Well,
And,
he
like,
doesn't know the
Jeremy's in
joke.
wrong.
He doesn't know the joke.
We even bring it up because it was a literal joke.
He doesn't know the joke.
No, but you told him to. What?
You can't take the
No.
heat. Laura can't take the heat, is what's happening right here.
Nothing to you, but something to him.
Nothing.
Yeah,
oh, man,
exactly. Oh my gosh.
AD all day. It doesn't matter if it's a joke. You told him something he didn't fully understand, and he's like, I'm baffled that she told me to bean dip you, and AD understood what that meant, and Clay didn't, and nobody else did, and it's
giving children. It's giving small child vibes.
No, it's giving you can't take responsibility vibes. That is trash. What do you think?
I don't
I hate
understand why you would ever tell your person to do that. And then to not say, I'm so sorry. It was just a joke. Obviously, he didn't.
Even let me know that, because that's crazy.
It was obviously a joke.
Yeah, of course. I'm not.
And Clay's over here being like, I appreciate you, dude. Like, that's nuts. Like, you told me.
Right.
The woman might have taken it offensively, and I apologize for that.
She didn't. She's mad at Laura, not you.
Yeah, because Jeremy didn't even understand. He didn't even understand.
Laura, oh my God, dude.
No.
That's
What?
awful.
What is going on here? I don't understand how
Don't
this is.
don't bean dip people.
In
number
no
one.
world did I think this was going to be the drama that was happening in the Dominican Republic.
I know.
Sit over here, babe.
Okay.
So.
And now Laura's gonna get mad at.
It's Johnny.
Wrong man. Why does he? Oh, not the top line.
Were they insulting? They're insulting
Johnny.
Johnny's bun.
What's going on?
Laura's being garbage.
I don't like Laura.
Laura's being a mean girl.
Laura's
man.
on my list now.
Laura is actually like
I'm ready to go home.
number one list right now.
Because she made AD feel uncomfortable. She made Jeremy feel uncomfortable. She made Clay feel uncomfortable. Because literally all she would have had to do is be like, I'm so sorry, you guys. That was so inappropriate of me. Like, I was trying to make a joke, and obviously, like, I went too far.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And instead, she's made multiple people feel uncomfortable and then is taking no accountability
And
for
then
it.
chastising
and calling
Jeremy.
everyone else children when they're upset, rightfully upset.
When she's the one acting like a child.
Right.
That is so garbage.
Wrong.
Hopefully
she's not all right. They're going to have
Yeah.
a fight.
Something's wrong.
Oh, God.
And then I see you spinning her around, looking at her body. It made me feel a very type of way.
I never spin around.
Okay.
I don't think they showed it, so I can't say what happened.
He did gas Clay up.
He did gas Clay up. He's
He
like,
did.
Clay's a fine looking man.
That's true.
I'm not into AD at all.
No, I'm not. It's just...
She's really insecure. I don't like Jimmy, but she's
I don't
super insecure
either.
because of her past.
I mean, if you're uncomfortable, I'm sorry you're uncomfortable.
She can still be uncomfortable, but it
No,
just
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that he did anything wrong.
And I just sat there, like...
It did seem flirtatious, but it seems
A
like
little bit.
he might be a little flirtatious. Like, it
I
didn't
think
seem
AD's a little flirtatious too
inappropriate.
because she's got this like energy about
Yeah,
her. You know,
absolutely.
with everybody she's talking to.
Yes.
She's super smooth. So like maybe with that happening, it may have like
And he also seems like that.
like he's like a frat party, like checking in on everybody with a cup in his hand kind of guy. Like, hey, how's it going?
Yes,
Thank you for
he
coming.
is.
I'm so
He
glad
is.
you came. Oh, your boyfriend's over there. Awesome. Tell him I
Right.
say hi.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single person, I bragged about you.
He said his relationship was perfect.
He literally did.
He did. Oh man, I hate that I'm defending Jimmy right now.
I didn't see it going this way for
Oh,
sure.
I did not either.
It doesn't mean that the way that she's feeling is not valid.
Yes.
It's just identifying where those feelings are coming from.
Is
and
it
then
from the
not,
now or from the then?
Exactly.
Kind of thing, yeah. He wasn't in tune with her, but he also doesn't know this lady. They just met. They just got engaged after talking to each other for a week. So, but like in a perfect world, he would have been like seeing the signs and being like, something's not okay. Let's go talk real quick.
Yeah.
Like, and then reassured her then.
I don't think she would have gone with him though. I don't think
hear
she
you.
would have wanted to. I feel like her emotions were so heightened.
I was so confident on my decision with you, and I was so confident.
And
Yeah.
Honestly, he didn't tell her that. He said he wasn't sure what decision he was going to make until that morning. And even after he said he loved her, he wasn't sure that he was going to pick her.
Yeah.
Which is like certainly contributing to her insecurity.
Absolutely. He's built up her insecurity to this point. She also has her own insecurity, but he's done some of this.
Looking you in the eyes and telling you that I love you and telling you how I felt about you.
He got so weird the other days when he first saw her, and then when they first got to the honeymoon, that he has sort of spurred this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not saying he's responsible for her feelings entirely.
This relationship is a mess.
Messy. This is messy.
Living together is not going to get better for them.
Yeah.
You said hurtful comments. You made me feel uncomfy.
Her saying uncomfy in a serious moment is just like getting me.
I honestly,
I
thought the drama was going to be bigger.
Yeah, I feel like these things were fairly foreshadowed, but now we're gonna get the coming up, and I think this is where it's gonna get intense.
I don't want to talk.
How are you, Amora?
Mentally, I knew she'd be someone who could put me in my spot.
She will.
But I do want to meet Sarah.
Jeremy, that's not how this show works.
You know what I think it is? I think he doesn't like Laura because he's seeing some of that mean girl crap, and he's like, I made the wrong decision. That's what he's doing right now.
I'm always having the fear of like, can I just be with one person?
Oh, here comes the baby.
Please stop.
Oh God, here we go.
In reality, you were my number one still.
Lie.
Kim.
Oh.
This is awful, man.
Whoa.
This is, the producers are, this is why people, so it's not even this, it's the after this where it's going to get freaking ugly.
Yeah, it's not even really this. I agree.
Yeah, that was like not great, but it wasn't like, oh my God.
You can see the breakdown. It made sense because Jeremy and Laura were never going to work because Laura, well, I didn't foresee that it was going to be that Laura's mean, although even when she was talking to the girls, like, she didn't take accountability.
She was causing drama as well, and she was untrustworthy, all those things. She immediately told somebody else's shit and then tried to control the situation. She blew up that whole thing.
And then she didn't take any accountability for it. She just kept pointing to other people and saying, well, like, you're blowing it out of proportion, you're blowing it out of proportion. Like, I mean, maybe you did a crappy thing, you know? And it would have been easier for her to just say, like, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, I had a little bit too much to drink, and it, like, you know.
And I thought
clearly not a funny joke.
And I didn't explain the whole context, or I didn't, like, really let him know that it was a joke.
Right.
Or, like, I don't know. There was, like, I get it being clearly a joke, but depending on her delivery, was it that clear? I don't know.
Okay, you make a joke, it's a joke, but you offend someone.
Yeah.
You've still offended that person.
Absolutely.
Like, it doesn't really matter if, like, you intended it as a joke. If the person that you said it to is now upset, then you have to deal with that. Like, you have to take accountability for the upset you've caused.
And frankly, like, maybe they don't know each other well enough to be saying certain things. And what it reads to me at the end of that whole fight was, how dare you tell somebody what I said? Yeah. Which isn't as bad as that phrasing can be, but it was one of those situations.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, the lack of accountability makes it uncomfortable for me. I didn't like it. AD was clearly upset, and she couldn't even apologize to her friend, you know?
The way Laura was like, Clay needs to chill out. You need to chill out. Jeremy needs to chill out. It was weird how it was everybody but her were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Was doing something wrong. It was very, that makes me uncomfortable. I'm really not liking Laura after that.
Yeah. All right, who else was there? Brittany and Kenneth actually seem really good right
great.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
it is going to be right.
More than almost anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. When they leave from the honeymoon, like, AD addressed it, I think, like, very, very well.
Perfectly said.
Yep. And they're going to have some stuff they have to struggle through, but it's also,
and that's lifelong stuff too. That's like the entire relationship.
But we've also seen other couples literally on Love is Blind struggle through very similar things and be able to get through that.
Yeah, just swap genders,
so,
and then it's the same.
Absolutely.
And then it's the most successful couple on Love is Blind.
Yeah,
you know, like
absolutely.
Without even arguing.
Clay a man-child.
Is a man-child who is very controlling when it comes to his partner's body.
Yeah.
And the ways he even proudly stated that is body control of your partner, which is not really cool.
It feels like immaturity to me.
Yeah.
And she definitely knows how to stick up for herself.
She is so strong.
So
she's so, like, bold.
If anyone can kind of, like, adjust his perspective on that, it's going to be her.
She's amazing.
She's great. Yeah.
And the way she talks to everybody.
I know.
I'm like,
she's the best.
Somebody give this lady an award.
I know, for real, dude. Like, oh my gosh, it's nuts.
Yeah. She's great.
But yeah, so I don't know. And then the whole thing on the cliffhanger where it shows him saying that he's like, I'm not sure about this whole marriage thing. Like, buddy, like, you're on a show where you get married at the end. Like, what do you not understand about that?
They may have had a thing where he's like, he has a hard time sticking to one lady or something.
Right. This is like, season 6.
Like, what do you... a lot of these people, I don't know, I couldn't pick them out in this season yet necessarily, but a lot of people come on this show to promote their brands and then go on tangential shows and then blow up their social media, and they never have any intention of marrying. I actually said to you about, maybe it wasn't this show, but it was like shows like this, that I think a lot of people come in here knowing that it's fame. Yeah. And then if you get a relationship out of it, cool. Yeah. I think that's the way some people feel. And I hope that's not the case here for any of them, but... Well,
because there's literally, I forget what it's called, but there's that Netflix show where it has like all the cast-offs from all the people and then they date each other.
Yeah.
Oh, but Dom. Ooh. Do you remember Dom?
Dom was amazing.
Dom?
But they don't need to hear that unless you know Dom.
I still follow Dom on Instagram.
He's amazing.
And I'm just telling you, I think he's nicer. Like
in real life?
Yes. Like there's nothing about seeing Dom anywhere that makes me feel like he's not just like the sweetest, most amazing person ever. Anyway.
We don't need to talk about that right now.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. But okay, and then last couple is Jimmy. Sorry, it's Kenneth and Jimmy is a separate Jimmy and Chelsea.
We're gonna skip Johnny name because they're perfect.
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're gonna get married for sure.
For sure.
They'll be fine. They're gonna have little babies.
I felt weird defending Jimmy today.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because it got a little weird with AD, but then the way it turned, I was like, is this weird? It was this weird. Yeah. And then I was like, it could be depending on things we don't know. Right. But the way that read at the end, especially when they start steering it towards like, and specifically when Jimmy was like, my relationship is amazing. I love my partner. I don't know if he said that specifically, but he definitely said the amazing part. And he said, Clay is such a good looking dude. Yeah. You guys are perfect together. Yeah. That's not, can I slide into your DMs kind of conversation. That's I'm making sure you know this is a platonic conversation.
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
For me. And then, and then the way he flitted around that party and did not pay attention to her after what happened is unfortunate, and that is his bad.
He tried to come over, though. He came over to her, and she was sitting with the other two ladies, and I think he almost felt like he was, like, interrupting.
He couldn't even sit next to her because they're blocking her in. Right. And
other people were doing that, too, like Clay and AD. When AD came up to Clay, she was like, oh, I was just missing you. I just wanted to say hi. And, like, Jeremy was like, oh, you can join us. And she was like, nah, like, I don't need to join you guys. Like, I don't know. I feel like AD and Jimmy both seem kind of like life of the party kind of people. Yeah. And I feel like if that's your mentality, you're like socializing, you're talking to all the other people because you're with your partner all day on the honeymoon.
All day.
So all day. But then you're trying to get in interactions with other people and talk to them. Not
that's the
necessarily
only time you're not really hanging out with your Yeah, like you do kind of want to.
I really don't see a problem with it.
And some of these people are kind of friends at this point. Like not so much on the opposite gender category, although they do talk. But especially like you're seeing your buds and stuff, and you're kind of doing some party stuff. Like it's complicated, and I'm not prepared to say like all his bad for sure. I'm just like a little bit of responsibility, or he could have handled it better, even if he wasn't responsible.
It's just hard because it's like I feel like she wasn't. I can't believe I'm defending Jimmy at all, but she has stuff she's bringing to the table that she's like he may be triggering, but he is not trying to trigger.
That's still her,
and that's stuff she has to deal with. Yeah. And then really, it's almost like when she was telling him how she was feeling, she expected him to be very apologetic.
Like, I did this wrong. And he was sort of like, I'm sorry that you feel uncomfortable. He wasn't, he did. And I believed him. But he wasn't going to be like, I'm sorry I talked to AD. Right. I'm sorry that I didn't read your mind in order to come over there. Because she didn't, the other thing is she did not communicate at all with him there. No. And how you should not have to mind read people.
No.
I don't know.
No, I agree. It's just rough. It's like she's got some unresolved stuff. Jimmy. And then he was such a when they first got to the Dominican Republic, telling her that, or even when they first met, being like, you don't look like what I expected.
I almost didn't come here at all. He has already sort of injured her self-esteem. Right. Which she already had a bit of a hard time with.
Yeah, and now it's just like,
now it's how do you even recover? And our previews make me think they won't. Who knows? Maybe this is more of a wife swap
that's
show.
life, right? Like you make the wrong choice, like just make the right one. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much for making it this far. Please, like, it's hard here. Some of this stuff, a lot of times, I'm feeling like cut and dry on this stuff. If you have a different perspective of some of these interactions, tell us about it. And I know a lot of little changes and a little perspective shift can change totally how some of this stuff reads. So, like, I definitely want to hear what you think, especially if it's different from what we're saying here.
Yeah, 100%.
And, you know, like the video and subscribe if you want to see the entire rest of the season as it comes out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's going to come up next.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
All those tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.